So, it's been a little bit since I made my Golden Comedy video. You may wonder, was I busy in real life? Sometimes. Was I working on a new video? Some kind of amazing project? No. Did I quit? No. I still want to make videos, and was, for a time, confused what kind of videos I wanted to make. Unfortunately, my own soul is no longer my property. It is now legally owned by World of Warcraft. At first, it felt like a decent way to spend my time, and I would play a healthy amount. Listening to birds chirp and seeing the sunrise IRL as I clear dead mines on my second character is probably not a healthy amount. A specific man once said that once you create another character, WoW becomes a forever game, and there's only so many times one person can get backstabbed by a rogue before you decide you also need a rogue. This didn't stop me from keeping up with other things though. Hunter x Hunter is good. In fact, around February, I found this little manga called Usuzumi no Hate, meaning end of black ink? Anyways, coming off a high from reading Blame, Knights of Sidonia, and Claymore, I needed something to scratch a specific itch in manga. That being, masterfully drawn creepy huge monster and huge building. Luckily, Usuzumi no Hate might just be the next upcoming huge building manga on that list. In a desolate city, a girl, Saya, and her critter, Ku, explore and clean up victims of a weird disease that crystallizes whoever it infects. Saya collects the crystals and bodies and cleans up the city by herself slowly, like Wall-E. She returns to a huge complex, devoid of humans, run solely by AI, cremates the corpses she has collected, and resumes her job. Chapters are mostly slow and laid back and focus on exploration, conversation with the occasional AI, and Saya's thoughts. The entire experience feels very reminiscent of Girls' Last Tour. Usually, each chapter involves Saya encountering something in the city, usually a robot left in isolation after years without any human contact. Saya's encounter with the robot in the movie theater is a perfect example of what most of the manga has been about so far. Going into the theater, Saya finds a robot, who calls itself a film buff and is completely unable to move. It spends its time watching the movies that come on, as it is a copy of the consciousness of the now deceased operator at the theater. Even Saya says this was a risky move, suggesting that this could be a Soma moment, or maybe that his consciousness could literally die if this failed. Saya joins the AI for the next movie and is moved by the film. The AI gives her a parting gift, a projector so she can continue to watch more movies. Then the chapter ends. Now, this isn't the entire manga. There's more to it than that. There's more characters to meet, and even a fight scene eventually. And there's an interesting underlying mystery. However, the manga is still a bit too early to tell whether or not the focus will shift to being more heavily plot-focused, or will remain as a more slice-of-life experience. Either way, the art is absolutely gorgeous, with detailed drawings of the city that again remind me of the mangas that I had mentioned earlier. Every environment is drawn with incredible detail, and even the backgrounds of each individual panel have intricate designs and care put into them. The way Saya is drawn makes her look out of place in these environments, which is almost definitely done on purpose due to her being the only living human, standing out against the desolate city around her. Some of these spreads in this manga are almost jaw-dropping. Like, look at this chapter where Saya finds herself in a museum. The chapter begins with this gigantic, detailed drawing of a something. Then, just 3 chapters later, and we get another spread of fossils, and look at how detailed this is. Even just look at the first spread of the entire manga. It's incredibly intriguing right off the bat. These spreads from chapter 2 are also honestly kind of breathtaking. There's so much detail and character. Looking at this one drawing gives you such a great idea of what this world looks like. Usuzumi no Hate is one of those manga with artwork that has me begging for more chapters, just so I have more panels to look at. I would love an art book by this author, considering I'm already saving panel after panel to my phone's gallery, exactly like when I was reading Blame in the Blame art book. And the story is nothing to ignore. The underlying mysteries are interesting, and I can't wait for us to receive more tidbits of information so that we can begin to piece together this world and its history. It also manages to convey strong emotion each chapter, even though characters are just AIs that are usually gone within the same chapter or 2. Chapters 8 and 9 genuinely made me feel sad, even though those 2 chapters have the introduction and exit of an entire character. Seeing this art and story makes me so excited for more. There are only roughly 10 chapters so far, and the chapters have a decent amount of time between them, which makes me happy in a way, because I know that each chapter is going to be something to marvel at. I can't wait for there to be tons more from this manga, and the author if they choose to write more. Usuzumi no Hate is a manga I'm definitely going to be following, anxiously awaiting each new chapter to be released. Everything about it so far has just been outstanding. and I think it is definitely worth a try if you liked any of the manga I've talked about before. Hopefully the manga can get the recognition I think it deserves for what we have seen on display in just the 10 chapters we've been given. I would love to see this manga have many chapters, so I can have more wallpapers. So please, go give Usuzumi no Hate a try.